Alright, fans and friends, if you're sick of Matchbox, well, you only have to sit through one, or you don't have to sit through the whole thing. I'm hopefully going to get through this rather quickly. It is a car, actually. I'm not too familiar if Greenlight or M2 covers this vehicle, but Matchbox has, and so I picked it up, and for half the price of a Greenlight. So we will see if it is worth it. This is obviously, we've done this the previous two times, 70 years, Matchbox. They have it here twice. It is all recycled. Well, it says made with, it doesn't say how much of it is made with what. Anyway, we know that these die casts are made with aluminum and zinc, and zinc being way more expensive and harder to find than aluminum, is they reuse as much of it as possible. And so this is the 1964 Buick Riviera. Unfortunately, all three cars that I covered, none of them had an open hung hood. So this is one of those things that I hope Greenlight does really soon. I am forgetful as to how closely related this is to either the Nova or the what's the other two-door that I covered? Impala. I'm not sure because it does share some similarities to the Nova. Just from taking a look at it, not from doing any research or whatever it is. I normally do. I had a lot to remember, so I only remembered for the first two. And so here we are at Buick Riviera. If you're looking for one and you don't want to pay, I don't know if, like I said, I don't think Greenlight makes any of them. I don't know about M2 and its sister company. Sorry, not sister company, Auto World, and its sister company, Johnny Lightning. Probably does have, so if I do see one, I'll pick it up. Problem is on Kijiji, they're about $15. That's not terrible because buying it off eBay is probably about $20 to $22. Anyway, I have pretty much covered everything on the front. There we have, and I said this about the BMW, why they put the whole year here, but then only the 1.6 on the other one. Anyway, the GM product, we all know that. It does look really nice in that little bottom picture. We'll see how nice it looks up there, opening wide doors. Now, unfortunately, they do show the window. Oh, sorry, no, the windows are all the way rolled down. I thought it was not. It looks kind of like that. The window's half rolled up. Obviously, it is not here. And then there's the rear of it. This is the first of the series where they have not put anything on the license plates. Obviously, GM product. Buick is with the not surviving luxury brand. I don't know what Buick's role in GM is now. Because Cadillac, obviously, is Cadillac. I went to the auto show and they're enormous for pricing on some of the Escalades, upwards of 200 grand. I mean, if you buy, you don't really care how much it costs, but that's just like to say Buick's the upscale version of anything. It's the descaled version of Cadillac. So, like all the other two and all other Matchbox Moving Parts series, it does come with its two-piece clamshell, I want to say. One thing I do really like, just saying from the Buick Riviera point of view, not from this model, but the Riviera in the cursive writing. It does look really nice. And these are my fingerprints, fans and friends. It's just the way I roll. It does have no rearview mirrors, actually. Or, I just noticed that there's only rearview mirrors on one side. That would have been the side facing out. And obviously, I can't see X-ray vision, see through to the other side. There are no rearview mirrors here. On that side. It does have the venting, which looks really nice. Like I said, so I said this is probably something I'll look for. And I do like that. It is very Nova-ish, I guess, looking more like the Nova than in the Impala. The overhead as well, and the narrow profile. We can clearly see into the cabin. Windows nicely done. So once again, the Bentley did it really well. Most other companies will do this really well. For some unknown reason, that BMW is really heavily tinted. Hood is done in the stamped. For the details, we see there the plastic imprint for the one, I think it's a single window wiper. I'm not sure, it might be two. And they fold up like that, which is more rare today. They want to put the motor on the same axis to make it cheaper, but back in the day, they just did whatever they wanted. So here we are. Buick Riviera looks really nice. I'll give it that. Like I said, if I do happen to see a, not premium, but a more premium version of this, I might pick it up. Excellent to compare it to because this is basically a step up from the basic models. I apologize for the black background. Did not occur to me that, black car, black background is going to be hard to see. So I will have to use my hands a little more until I give it the roll test. The car is nice and shiny, not in the pearlescent paint. It is in the shiny paint. And the front is one color. I mean, the only thing painted is the white on the other side of the Front lights. It does look really nice, though. I will give it that. And once again, nothing on the license plate. Everything else. The grille is very basic looking, so I'm pretty sure on a more premium version of this will look really nice. And the back, unlike the last two cars, the lights are painted very well. You can see Riviera there, still easy to read. I don't see Buick anywhere. They could have put Buick on the license plate, but anyway, they did not. But the lights are painted way better than they were on the BMW or the Bentley. So I'm thinking that this, because it's of its chrome underside, is a re-release, while those two are much newer. So they've done things a little bit differently since then. It does look really nice. The wheels are also very different. They're done... I would love had they made it the hubcap and spoke, but they did not. Anyway. For example, if I had the Nova, I could show you, but I don't have it near me. Anyway, we go to the back, a 1964 Buick Riviera, trademark from GM. Look how shiny that is. Great way to hurt your eyes. There's the Matchbox trademark, and it's actually, in fact, a new release. So it is not a re-release at all. I apologize for that. It is a relatively new release from Mattel. Made in Thailand. We'll see if we can find the elephant. Right there. And we have the S06 for the release of this year, or not this year, last year, sorry. There's the elephant I was talking about because it's made in Thailand. 1186 for the address for the Mattel in the Netherlands. And so here we have everything else. It does look, like I said once again, and I will repeat it, just a quick view into the cabin. I do really like how this car looks. Will it be elevated to the desk status? Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, if I do get a premium version of this, I will definitely do it to follow it up and compare it to this thing. I really like it. Like I said, it's not a vehicle I'm very familiar with. It is not a Chevy or a Ford or Mercury. Mercury Cougar, once again, is my favorite from this era. This is not that, but it looks extremely similar to it. Like I said, said it plenty of times before, if the hood opened, it would have just been so much better. Doors, I don't care too much for. You can clearly see into the cabin. That's fair. But when you go to these meetings, people will look inside briefly, and then when you pop the hood, they waste their time for like an hour looking into it. So, I mean, that's what it is. So, Fans and Friends, Buick Riviera from the 1964 release. This is Matchbox's Moving Parts series. It is number 19 out of 54. I happened to pick it up. I happened to see it with the other two. And this was the third one. They also had a pickup truck. I think it was an F100, but I'm not sure. I don't remember now. And another Corvette. I don't need 12 of them. The C8s. But this one I definitely like. Like I said, motivating me to either look online, not the secondary market. It is the secondary market. Probably not eBay, definitely not Amazon, but I will look for I'm thinking Johnny Lightning. I will do my first Johnny Lightning review. I don't know if it's going to be this car. I want to do a Pontiac GTO and a Buick GSX to match those two Hot Wheels ones that I did way back. And then if I see a third one and it's this, I will get this for sure. Because like I said, it's just growing on me. Not as much as I like the Mercury Cougar. Like I said, the XR7G GTE version of Greenlight's GL Muscle Series. I think it was Series 22. That's the best one I've ever done. No rear view mirrors, but I mean, this one only has a rear view mirror on one side. So it's only half better than that. Cost half as much though. And like I said, the major complaint I have is the wheels. They do look nice, but they don't look as nice. Maybe I can just go over. No, I'll do it some other time to compare to the Greenlight Chevy Nova and the Impala. They had really nice hubcaps. Anyway, I have gone on longer than, you know what, I've gone on just as much as this car deserves. I think it gets, I think it did really well for itself. It only cost me like $4.02 or something, so it's like exactly less than half price of a Greenlight or an M2. Probably what that Johnny Lightning is going to cost me. Like there's a GTO on Kijiji and it's going to cost about $15. So if I buy maybe 3, he'll cut it down to $10. It's still a lot though. Greenlight's $1 cheaper, but Greenlights randomly appear wherever. So anyway, I have gone on longer than I should have about a car that, like I said, is growing on me. 1964. Buick Riviera from Matchbox Moving Parts, number 19 out of 54. And thanks for watching. This is Thomas from Toronto. Till the next video.